taught you how to love? What did it feel like stepping off the tree and into the grass for the first time? Did you look back at your tree? Did your eyes say goodbye the way that mine seem to be feeling? Aunt Lucy, I get lost in the okra on a windy day, winding on a ribbon of invisible air. It carries me in a cloud of laughter as water elsewhere tumbles over rocks. It is the same thing. Amongst the okra, bending down and parting leaves and branches in slow motion, searching for their erect and horn-like fruits, I feel a strong urge to chew, and do so on a piece of stem for hours throughout the forage. I fill up my gorilla hands with okra, their little needles dipping into the flesh of my fingertips so that I scratch and chew and bend down. So that I scratch and chew, scratch again, bend down, feel a large, unnameable insect thud stupidly against my ear. I am temporarily engorged with an icy terror of immeasurable magnitude, and it escapes me in a shrill, short, tiny squeal. Aunt Lucy, did you get along with the gorilla family? Did their laborious and endless and slow chewing ever bother you into a state of nonsensical, exasperated annoyance, to the point you wanted to change your own way of chewing? I enjoy the sound of the okra hitting the others I've gathered into the canvas bag. When they hit the cloth of the bag, there are hollow thuds and savory, muffled scratches as the okras tumble onto their brothers, sisters, neighbors, and cousins. When I rustle my enormous body and clumsy hands through their stalks, I resent you sometimes, Aunt Lucy, for leaving that tree, for having fruit-clutching babies who foraged in the grass and began to imagine beyond it. Who taught you how to love, Aunt Lucy, as your jaw straightened and skull filled with more fats and oils and electrons? Did the love strike you oddly because it stemmed in fractals, seeming so separate from you? Were you perhaps anxious about the sudden presence of so many neighbors in your grotto? Did the gorillas live under you in that arbor city? Was their noisy eating and baby-making exasperating? I'm supposing my question is evolving now, too. I see what happened to you on the full moons, and it's painful to imagine, and I'm sorry you had to grow through and into it. What was it like to anticipate the full moon and feel the bones in your thumbs adjust perpendicular to forefinger? To go out into the night and practice holding a stalk of dry stem as I do now this pen. And then, by moon's waning, feel the mass of thumbs return parallel to the other fingers. Was it as painful as when your cervix dilated for your son to emerge? The question now comes to me. It's not who taught you how to love, but how did you learn the tools to use love? Is love the opposable thumb of the universe, Aunt Lucy? Good night.